Hi, I'm Kenneth, and I'll be interviewing Antony, who is our company's CEO. Do you want to tell us a little bit about where you're from, where you grew up, or anything that comes to mind related to that?
Yeah, sure. I'm Antony, the CEO of Foundry Six. Grew up in Los Angeles, which is where the company's at right now, and big fan of MMORPGs.
Oh, cool. I guess growing up overall, was there a favorite RPG for you, and why? Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, you know, Growing up, I was playing a lot of video games first, big time gamer. But then the game that kind of took over my life in high school was Ultima Online, which was one of the first MMORPGs. And Ultima Online was just amazing because one, you were playing with hundreds of other people, which was really cool, as well as it was the first experience I had of kind of like an open world game, and that kind of blew my mind in terms of like being able to explore over this vast territory.
Were you a bit of a solo player, or did you make any friends in the game? In terms of socializing, what was that like?
But totally. I mean, I think the fun part about playing that was playing with my friends. Really, I mean, like there's two modes that I would play. One, there is that like, oh, I just want to do things on my own, explore this world. But a big part of it was creating our guild. Me and my friends created a guild. We, had our own kind of, like the suffixes on, on our names. And, I think the most exciting part was the PvP element, for me at least, getting, our 3 or 4 members battling with another 3 or 4 members. And that was just super kind of invigorating as well as stressful because you never wanted to lose. Because in UO, you'd actually lose all your stuff. I think a lot some of these newer MMOs, if you die, you kind of like you wait a little and you come back and you have all your armor still. But UO, whatever you had, I mean, you could bank stuff, but if you whatever you had and you died, like you just lost all that. So if you were wearing your best suit of armor and you got killed, you lost it. That was so crazy because it made it feel so real.
In terms of our company here, do you want to tell the audience a little bit about what we're working on? Maybe first, what we were working on before in like 1 or 2 sentences and where it's transitioning to.
Yeah, so I mean, our company has always been an augmented reality gaming company, and we, because of all of our love of MMORPGs, we kind of been focusing on trying to build, an RPG for the real world metaverse. So our kind of first foray into that is this app that we're using right now, A Realm Chat, which is a way for people to play tabletop RPG games like Dungeons and Dragons. But now we can use computer vision to track costumes onto our body, like we're using right now. Have interactive backgrounds, so we're using the background right here, but our backgrounds could also be GIFs and moving backgrounds, and we could also be dropping GIFs inside of the scene here, to make it a little more interactive. If there was like a story to tell, I drop this lightning bolt here, So that was kind of our first foray. But the bigger picture of what we're doing here at Foundry Six is to build out the this RPG world using computer vision that's world scale. So that is more along the lines of something like Pokemon Go meets World of Warcraft, where we're walking out in the real world doing dungeon crawls. And the big vision with augmented reality is as the technology grows and immersive headsets come out, AR glasses, that experience is going to translate from your mobile phone, where yeah, you can have some cool AR here and there, most of it's geolocated. But then you put on the glasses, now that dragon in front of your face at the park, and your world is starting to really transform in a magical way into your high fantasy world.
Final question for you is going to be in terms of day to day, any hobbies that you enjoy recently or historically, and in terms of like if someone has an interest in this, you'd love to talk to them about it if you happen to meet them in person.
Oh, and day-to-day hobbies?
Yeah.
Like,
Or
yeah, yeah. I mean, I like to do like rock climbing, etc. Outside of building this company in gaming. But that also kind of goes. Everything kind of revolves around or intertwines at some point. And even while like I'm maybe on a hike or in a park, I'm like, oh man, this will be a really cool location for a dungeon crawl, right? Like, and ultimately, I think if we can create a game that makes us move our bodies and integrates what we're doing naturally in the real world and give us like gamified points inside of our AR game, that could be a really, really cool experience that just makes doing stuff outside a lot more exciting.
All right, great. That's going to be wrapping this up, and we'll be talking to you in the future as we progress with our new product in terms of what that's going to be like. All right, bye everyone.
Right?